action. Right now, we have Boise State going up against the University of Maryland. I am, of course, Zarin Cod, joined along with Commanda. Now, Amanda, like, what did you see from last game? We're gonna be back on Haven. Any glaring, mistakes or anything like that that you want to see these teams, kind of do a little bit differently than St. Clair, last game.
I think I want to see less A site because I mean A site's fun and all, but I want to see more C pushes, B pushes. We haven't seen much through
Select your
garage at
agent.
all, so should be kind of an interesting game here.
For sure. And now we got Boise State, who's coming off a 13-4 victory over UCR, and of course University of Maryland. They took down St. Clair Saints Gold by a score of 13-11, which is actually our closest score of the first round of group play in the entire tournament. So a very close game. Maryland coming off of a big win, though, as we see our agent picks as we get loaded up and ready to go into Haven. Now Boise State, very, very strong team. And of course, this match will be to decide who goes on to elimination play. Now, the bracket is going to be single elim only. However, 16 teams will qualify, so 2 from each group. You win, you're in. You lose, you're not quite out. The loser will play the victor of St. Clair and UCR for a chance at bracket play later on. We will explain that after the game as well. It does get a little bit confusing with this style of format, but it also leaves teams with a fighting chance. If you do have one bad game, there's always room for redemption.
Absolutely. Today we have on the side of Boise State, Eldum, I'm guessing, or ALDM, Daimyo, Rayana? Is that the? I don't know.
Right.
This is gonna be fun to pronounce a lot of these names. Jay Bagging Skies, and we'll get to Maryland later on, but we'll have to see first this round play out.
Yep. So we got Boise State on the offensive side to kick off this game as Ray Rihanna. Let's go with Ray Rihanna. Going to be the aggressor towards mid. Got help over top too, so here we go. Utility coming out from the side of Aldum. Very uncommonly used agent, I'd say in competitive anyways. But here we go. On to C. Ray Rihanna is going to draw first blood. Eugene drops, so it's going to be advantage for Boise State. They are going to get the bomb down as Damio going to be the man to put that down as well. So they're going to start to push towards mid. Aldum able to grab one before dropping, and now it's going to be a 2v3 for Boise State. Maryland gets a huge 3 kills.
One enemy remaining.
Kai looking to get a kill here. Yex manages to take out Daimyo. Ray Rihanna takes out Dusty. We are 2-1 right now with Boise State. Will they get the defuse? Yes, they will. Maryland will get the defuse on Boise State here.
Good shots from Chai, and as we take a look over at the Maryland roster early on, Chai, Yex, Astro, Dusty, and Eugene. So a little bit easier for us to, I guess, pronounce those names. But Maryland off to a good start. Did not look very clean at the beginning there, but still able to get the round win, and that allows them to take the 1-0 lead early on in this game, and they'll be able to buy up just a tad as Boise State gonna stick with those pistols.
I always love seeing different usernames in Valorant. You see like some crazy names, and then you just see like Steve on a team.
Yeah.
So it's always cool to see different usernames.
Oh, for sure, because we got Jay bagging and then Eugene on the other side, so it's the two extremes that you talked about are there.
Exactly.
And the utility, the battle towards mid is Aldum able to grab one. Astro though able to get 2 back, so that knocks it down to a 4v3 advantage for Maryland again. Eugene picks up yet another. Down goes Jay bagging, and it's gonna be leaning towards A, but there's Dusty. Got that. Marshall in hand, able to tag one and complete the kill. Gets the second 2. Good shots. And that's going to be a pretty clean round for Maryland.
Absolutely. I mean, I always am shocked whenever I see people get Marshall kills like that because it just seems like wherever you aim with that gun, it doesn't shoot.
Yeah.
Feels like it shoots somewhere else. So it's always interesting to see like these players that have trained with the specific gun to get good at it. It's crazy.
That's true. It's a very, very small radius, I guess you can hit with that weapon. to actually get a one-shot kill. But either way, you know, Dusty starting off hot with that. He's going to keep it in hand too, I believe, unless he, yeah, he is going to keep it too. But they are going to work towards mid. Look at this aggressive B play. Look at this, Maryland all the way up through mid already. They're going to be able to catch Boise State off guard if they work quick. No one really towards A though, so this could be a bit of an issue. You see player number 8 lurking just a tad. It's going to be J-Bagging, going to get the bomb down, but Yex able to get the lurker. Here comes Maryland through the spawn. They don't have numbers. It stays even for now. 4v4, but it's going to be Boise State recognizing this. Aldum able to get one back, but Chai gets one back as well. Trade's going back and forth. 2v2 now. Basically even health as well.
Yeah, we're going to see Yex come out here with the run it back. See if he can find anything, at least get some information. Does get a little bit of info on Eldon being back there. Time is ticking though, so Daimyo gets one, and he gets another. Oh. So that's a 3K for Daimyo this round.
Wow, good shots from him. 14 health remaining. Gets it done. And Boise State going to get their first round on the board, and that was a big kill. Yex unable to use that ultimate before dying, so good shots there from Daimyo too. And you know, the bomb plant gets down, and despite the aggressive defense from Maryland pushing all the way through mid and wrapping through A spawn, very nicely done. Good defense on the offense from Boise State actually. So they'll get their first round, and they're finally going to be able to buy up.
Yeah, it was crazy. Their Sova went running in and was wrapped around all the way behind A site before the rest of the team has even pushed up towards A.
Yeah. It was definitely something we didn't see last game for sure. You see Dusty again with that opening pick. And now Maryland once again with numbers. And this has been the story so far through the first 3 rounds. It's been Maryland with all 3 first blood, or make it all 4 first bloods.
Yeah, looks like we're going to see Boise State kind of move towards C here, which is a little bit dangerous as Maryland does have an operator on their side. However, they are positioned over on A site right now. Oh, Astro's going to get one on Disguise, gets another one on the J-bagging, although Eldon's going to shut down Astro.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, and you see the trades again back and forth, but ultimately leaves Ray Reyna in a 1v3, and Yex picks up the kill, and Maryland up 3-1. They look, well, a lot stronger so far in this game, and not really expected, I guess. I mean, both pretty good teams, but Maryland's close edge of St. Clair perhaps raised a little bit of question marks heading into this, but so far so good for the Terps, as they are now up 3-1, and, well, starting to build that economy just a tad across the board.
Yeah, we're gonna see Yex is actually like popping off so far right now. Daimyo on the side of Boise State as well. So we'll have to see who can pop off more, who can kind of carry their team to victory here.
So here we go. It's going to be kind of a mid/C-ish push. Nothing down C lane, but here we go. The B execute going to come in. Jet going to lead the way. That's going to be Skies on her.
Yex.
Not through. Well, oh yeah, Yex pushing through. Just backing up though, gains a lot of information. That's going to allow Maryland to start to work their way over towards B.
Daimyo gonna put down that smoke there. Chai's kind of, he got the information that they're going over there, but he can't really do much about it right now. Kind of forced to go heaven. Not sure if they know that he's up there, to be honest. Oh, they don't! Manages to get the kill on the Daimyo. Sky's gonna take out Chai. This is a dangerous place for a Jet with, well, no longer an op, but Jet to sit at any point, really.
Yeah, CJ bagging in that comfortable spot under heaven. Sky's going to be able to grab one back, so now it's a 2v4, but still you see Jet all the way down, very low health, under 20, as you see Astro trying to work his way back towards B, but he's going to get stunned up enough. Nicely done so far from Boise State.
Very, very scary position here for Maryland right now. Dusty holding this angle, though. Let's see. Oh. Was that for Boise State?
Yeah, so bomb, yeah, the bomb actually ended up getting planted, so Maryland elected to just save their weapons. I guess try to play exits as well, but honestly, they just ran out of time. They couldn't really afford to give anything up there. They elected to keep their guns instead. So that's going to allow Dusty to get back on the op too. So perhaps a wise decision, especially you still find yourselves up in this game. So Maryland making the executive choice to just save their weapons and move on to this round. See if they can scramble and get this round back too.
Yeah, looks like we have a big mix of weapons for the side of Maryland as well. I saw an operator and then oh, okay, now we're gonna start to see the buys. I saw a ghost, I saw a phantom, operator, classic. So we're all over the board there for weapons. However, Boise State is gonna go with the phantoms and vandals, the classic with the heavy armor. So
yeah, so they're gonna have a strong buy here. It does look like we have a technical issue here. Try to get that sorted in a sec, but I mean, again, Maryland looks strong. Boise State have been able to scramble out 2 rounds, but I don't know what you think as far as, you know, the caliber of play so far this game, but Maryland has looked pretty good.
oh, absolutely. Maryland has looked great. I mean, Boise State's trying to catch up right now, but I mean, Maryland just looks a little bit stronger right now.
For sure, and well, again, the biggest key and what we really didn't see last game with you know, St. Clair and UCF was the use of the op. I don't think we saw it actually at all last game. So the fact that Dusty is able to implement it into this so far hasn't played a huge factor. But again, 3 kills on the board for him, 2 with the Marshall, obviously has made a difference, especially towards A. But you gotta expect to see him, I guess, more towards C, watching that long lane now that he does have the op. As finally we're gonna get going here in round number 6. Maryland currently up 3-2 here. Winner moves on to bracket play. Still a long way left to go in this game. 10 rounds for Maryland and make it 11 for Boise State.
Dusty gets stunned out here, which is not great when you have the operator. Definitely one of the more valuable guns to have. Looks like Boise State is going to rotate out of here though. We're going to see a B or A push maybe. It looks like we're seeing Omen go up through B here. Daimyo going to be the one to do that. Rest of the team going to follow him. And it looks like they're setting up for B for the most part.
Yeah, they've liked this B site a little bit. You see Jet leading the way, but Chai in a good position here to try to cut them down. But he's going to get smoked off. For the time being, just going to back up. Skies enters. Eugene falls. It's now advantage Boise State. Bomb is going to get planted. Not quite yet. You see Damio looking for any sort of information, but Aldom able to get one back. Now 2v4 for Maryland, and Boise State in a great spot here as they're going to work over towards A and have a free plant. So we'll see if Maryland elects to do the same and perhaps save these weapons again.
Yeah, we're going to see J-bagging plant here. Maryland has to make their way over fast to A. They're at a bit of a disadvantage here in terms of numbers. They are 2-4, so, you know, it could be a little bit difficult here to get onto the site and take out the players they need to even it up even. I'm not 100% sure why they're walking back. I'm guessing it's a save.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to save at this point again.
Yeah, I think that's a smart decision to do here. With, you know, the 2-4 like that and the bomb already ticking down so far. So we'll see them save. Same thing with Boise State. Gonna get out of there just in time to save their weapons. And the next round will start very briefly.
Sure, Boise State able to tie things up here. And again, the key for Maryland, they just wanted to keep that op in hand. Make sure Dusty continues to be a problem on the map. Even if he gets no kills, it's just the fact that if you can cover, you know, an entire site basically by yourself, that eliminates the chance of Boise State even attempting to go that route, as we saw last round. We'll see where they like to put Dusty now. It does seem like he's going to lean over towards A, as well. Boise State rather have kind of seemed to like the B and A sites, but they're going to attempt to try a C perhaps? No, okay, they're going to veto that and start working towards A. So the smoke's going to go out, perhaps trying to work this A connector too, slowly but surely, as First Blood goes the way of Astro.
Yeah, so far Maryland looking strong this round. Although Rayrayana gonna take out Yex, but only his ultimate, so still lives. Have to see, will Yex get some revenge or not? Daimyo knows that somebody is over there. Maybe doesn't know who, but, you know, wants to take them out as well. Astro gonna sneak in here, gets one. Can he get two? No, he gets taken down by J-bagging.
Yeah, it looked like Astro was just a little bit uncomfortable in that gunfight right away. Wasn't quite sure who to shoot at, but able to get one regardless. But Maryland still has the advantage. Now Dusty kind of on the pinch with the operator. Might have an engagement towards mid, and will get taken down. So that's a big kill from Ray Rihanna. And
Eugene
now
got a two-piece there as well, so that's really interesting to see.
Yeah, good call. And Chai not even gonna give Ray Rihanna a chance, and that's gonna be another Maryland defensive round win. Finally getting one back after dropping the last two.
Yeah, we're gonna see pretty even in terms of buys here. Skies with the shorty, although they do have their ultimate, so we're gonna see that come through most likely this round. Oh, maybe not. They're gonna go for a Vandal. Then Eugene has ult as well, so we might see that, or we might see Dusty pop ult if he can get a kill here.
Yep, you gotta. Yeah, it's so tough. You gotta think Maryland's gonna lean a little bit more towards A, just for those close gun engagements. And here comes that utility from Aldum once again. Been very useful for his squad in this game. And now, smoke's gonna get popped out. 3 players towards A. Gonna jump over the smoke, actually. Shots fired. Aldum and Damio able to get 2 each. Or 1 each, rather. Chai does get 2 back though before dropping. So now it's a 3v2. Maryland disadvantage. 1 player spotted out.
This guy's looking for Eugene over here. They know he's there. Astro in heaven, actually, looking for a pick here. Everybody's just kind of staying still at the moment. Kind of biding their time, waiting to see what will happen here.
See Astro up top, still looking for that kill. Finally able to get 1, but still a 1v2. Go 1 player under him.
He drops down. He has to be very careful. Oh my goodness, this is chaotic.
Oh my
Ends up
goodness.
getting taken out by J-bagging. J-bagging will get that 3-piece there for the round.
Yeah, just a super awkward gunfight there for Astro. Tagging up both, but again, unsure of who to shoot at in a tricky situation. That was a tough round to win for your team. But now Dusty with the ultimate as well, so it's going to be jet on jet ultimates perhaps very shortly. And Eugene still holding on to that Omen ultimate as well. And so now 4-4 as we move into the latter half of the first half rather. It's going to be kind of a half by eco round for Maryland, so there's a chance for Boise State to take their first lead of the game.
Absolutely. Skies run in with their ultimate, looking to see if they can find anybody right off the bat. Not quite going to find anyone just yet. Going to move into their own smoke to make sure they're not seen. They all managed to get on site pretty well, actually.
Yeah, not much of a defense from Maryland over towards A, perhaps expecting a longer execute over towards T and B, but there's Dusty with the ultimate, able to get 2 down, so it's again jet on jet, but Dusty gets the better of them. And now a 4v3 for Maryland as J-bagging able to get 1 back. Yex draws a kill again, his first in 3 rounds. And over the top, Dusty able to get another. J-bagging looking for any sort of answer, but not gonna happen, and my goodness, Maryland steals a round away. All thanks to Dusty and that jet.
See, Dusty on the jet makes so much sense because if they're playing like with the operator, it means that they have really good aim, right? And when you play with jet, they are hyper accurate. Her ultimate is hyper accurate, the knives. So every time that that you shoot, it like pretty much goes exactly wherever you aim. So, I mean, it just makes a lot of sense for Dusty to be playing this agent. And they play it so well as well. I mean, I'm surprised they're not further up on the leaderboard for their team, but everybody on the team is pretty even, actually. Like, they're only a few kills away from each other.
No, for sure. It's a very, very well executed team effort right now for Maryland. And you see Dusty switching up positions, not kind of keeping Boise State guessing at this point. They know he's got the op in hand, but it's all a matter of where. We've seen him on A, seen him on C. Tries to get that shot through the wall. Close, but not going to happen quite yet. And now Boise State leaning back towards A. Only 1 player now for Maryland. That's player number 2. Just kind of all by themselves. And here comes the push from Boise State.
Aldum looking around these corners here. Gonna try to scout out any places that any players may be. Although we're gonna see Boise State move on to site pretty easily here. Not too much contention. Everybody's just kind of hiding from the side of Maryland, waiting to group up and make a push here. Dusty with that operator. Looks like they aren't gonna find anything just yet.
Right here.
Yeah, and you see
Revealing area.
Chai using that Sophie util as well. Flash out. Here comes Yex. A little quiet in his recent few rounds, but oh, there goes the stun, the ultimate, and now that's gonna push Maryland all the way back. Rihanna. This one a little bit slow. Here comes the entry. There's Chai with one, with two. Eugene gets one back now with 3v2. One more player spotted towards A ramp. Aldum gets one. He gets a second too. Now it's a 1v2 again for Dusty. Switches off of the op now into the Vandal, but not enough time to work with here. So he's gonna get one, but not gonna be able to get the other as bomb goes off, and that's gonna be a Boise State round win and a tie game.
Wow, Dusty did some work that round again. I mean, just taking out people left and right, and maybe not even taking them out, but just like striking fear into their hearts with that operator. It's just such a powerful gun.
Yeah, so we are gonna have a timeout from Maryland. Perhaps gonna, just talk things over. I don't know about you, but I gotta think the A defense has been a little bit lackluster for Maryland. So perhaps it's something they're gonna talk over, as Boise State has had a lot of success towards that site.
Absolutely. I'd like to see more of like C and B, but I know with operators in play, it's a little bit harder.
For sure, and they're very weary and very aware of Dusty's ability with that op, and it's kind of taken him out of the game. As long as they've avoided him, he has not been very impactful. But as soon as you get Dusty and that op involved, I mean, you see 7 and 5 right now, not really popping off, but still doing a lot of damage on Boise State. So if he's able to get back on that in a round or two here, it's going to be a little bit of a trouble for Boise State. And you got to think, right? Like, if Dusty's leaning at B or C, you got to think Boise State's going to start working towards A. So Maryland's going to have to find a way to defend that, properly, I guess.
Yeah, and we're pretty back and forth for rounds as well. Like, we're seeing there's like 2 rounds by Maryland, and then there's 2 rounds by Boise State, and then it'll be back and forth. So, I mean, both teams are pretty even right now. We'll have to see if one will kind of show off to be more dominant here.
Blocking sight.
Yep, as it's going to be a B execute. 3 players there. 2 more towards Garage, but Dusty on the flank got the Sheriff in hand, able to grab one, and now a weapon as well. So 2 players pinching from the back side, and it's going to be 4. Looks like they're going to try to hit the C connector too to make their way onto the site. Aldum able to grab one in Garage. So now a 3v4, but still, if Maryland have a chance to get 1 or 2 kills, but here comes the Sova ultimate, but not going to happen. Chai gets shut down immediately with no damage done, and now it's looking like a Boise State round win.
Dusty here looking for a pick. Eugene actually going to get one on Disguise. So that could be a bit of a big pick here. They're not careful. Eugene getting yet another here onto Aldum.
Last player standing.
Dusty and Eugene know where these last 2 are. It's just a matter of getting to them. Oh, Daimyo gonna take out both actually, and get a 3K that round.
Right there.
Yeah, good shots from him. I almost spoke too soon there, but everything was pointing in the direction of Boise State, but Eugene and company able to make it a little bit more interesting. But still, Boise State gonna take a lead again, their second one this game, and it's gonna be a bit of a lighter buy for Maryland, but they do want to get this game back tied. And again, very stable economies for both sides, so this is a massive round for either team.
Absolutely. We'll have to see what will happen this round here. Is Maryland going to be able to kind of tie it back up, or is Boise State going to keep it even? And as I say that, Skies is actually going to take out Dusty, which is a big pick. Jet v Jet there.
Yep, so Dusty gets taken out early. That takes him out of the equation completely, as he's a little bit too overly aggressive on A. But J-bagging, and Sky's putting in work again. So back to a 3v5. Maryland in a bit of trouble here. And this could spell disaster in just a second. Bomb's going to go down.
Both Killjoy ultimates get popped here. And then 1 player on each team gets detained. So right now we're working with Maryland, working with 2 players, really. It's kind of gonna be off cooldown now though, so they should be good. Eldum actually gonna take out Yex, gonna take out Eugene as well. Astro takes out J-Bagging, but Skies will end it with getting Astro.
Aldum has really started to put a really nice game together, and look at that, 12 assists through 12 rounds. Just really putting in damage every single chance, and pretty much onto everybody too. And you see Maryland a bit of a pickle here to start this round, and again, I don't know, Maryland's kind of slipping away from this game just a tad, but can't count them out just yet. Still a very close one here. But again, you talked about Eldum, the man for Boise State at the moment.
Absolutely. We got Eldum for Boise State pretty much. Chai is up at the top there with Astro for the side of Maryland. So, you know, we see these kind of standout players, but still, the entire teams are just, you know, very strong. And we're seeing some pretty, like, even plays here. Actually, Astro's going to take out Daimyo right off the bat.
For sure. No, it has been quite even for the most part, but again, the aggression towards B paying off once again in these pistol rounds. We saw it a lot last game with St. Clair. Able to get the job done, but still more work to be done as now Eugene. With that utility, Dusty playing a bit of an off angle. Boise State on the defensive, trying to get this defuse in. Eugene tags one up, not able to complete the kill. Skies gets one back though, so now a 3v3. How's going the way of Maryland, but a nice couple kills there. Aldum by himself been so good so far in this game, able to grab one, looking for that second player. Astro just shoulder peeking on the defuse. Is it going to be in time? Astro peeking out now, but Aldum able to get the kill. Time dwindling down, but able to get the defuse, and Aldum pops off again and gets a huge pistol round win for Boise State. Puts them up by 3.
I think that's exactly what they needed, was that round right there to kind of seal the deal for Boise State. You know, they're up ahead, and then they just needed that one round there to kind of be like, yeah, you know what? We can do this. We can win the entire thing.
For sure, that's a big momentum swing round too, and such a heartbreaker if you're Maryland as well. I mean, you get that close, you know, you start the round off so hot, and just to get it ripped away from you at the last second is very tough. And Aldum just been easily the best player in this lobby, and Boise State continues to roll here early in the second half. Flash going in towards Garage. Yex leading the way. Utility out from C-Law coming into Yex. Takes down the decoy, but going to be a bomb plant here any second for Boise State, and a 5v5 situation.
Yeah, we're going to see Daimyo and Yex going to face off here. Meanwhile, actually, Astro's going to take out 2. Rayana going to take out Yex in the process. J-Bagging takes out Astro. Dusty is going to take out J-Bagging. Although, we're going to see more trades happening here. Eldum and Dusty both go down. Eugene goes down. So, we'll have to see. Actually, Dusty doesn't go down, my bad. Chai is going to take out Skies.
Wow, what a great job from Dusty to use that jet ability to dash away, draw the fire back towards his teammate, and eventually able to get that little bait and switch kill there. So a big win from Maryland. The Terps find themselves back even in the second half anyways. Still down 2, but able to get a little bit of money back. And now 8-6, and it seems like it's going to be a bit of an A-B hybrid here. We'll see what goes on.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We're seeing Boise State still using you know, pistols here and there. I mean, Rayana has that ghost. We're gonna see Maryland actually use more like stronger weapons like Vandals, Phantoms, that kind of stuff.
For sure, and you see Skies being aggressive towards A. Maryland, very, very passive offensive round. Shoulder peek comes in, but Dusty there with the Spectre to take down Skies. Been a very important player for Maryland, and it will be the key to get back into this game. Flash out, nothing doing right now, and there goes Vandal now in the hands of Yex, which is going to give Maryland a bit more of an advantage too. So bomb is going to get picked up. They're finally going to start the rotate. And it seems like they're going to lean towards mid and C.
Looks like it's going to be a C.
Yeah, you're right. And here it comes. And Boise State in no position to defend this whatsoever. Nobody within a mile of C. And here comes Maryland.
They think that they're all at A or B right now, but really they're all on C. They're gonna plant here. As soon as that plant sound goes off, everybody's gonna panic. You can see they're kind of looking
Yep.
around like, is it B? Is it C? Which one is it? They figured out that it's C, so looks like they're gonna try to collapse on it. Although Maryland's already set up right now. They're holding these angles. They're in a really great spot.
Yeah, but here comes Aldum, though. We know how good he's been all game. The push comes in. Damio draws first. Eugene gets one back, though, but Ray Rihanna from the outside with the pistol grabs one back. Now a 3v3. Maryland still with a great setup here towards C-Long. Astro gets one. Yex gets one back. And on-bomb Chai takes down Aldum. And Maryland now within 1 round. Oh, boy.
This is getting close. I mean, I did say before, Boise State looks like they were in the position to win it all, but I mean, now we're neck and neck again, so you never know.
For sure. You did say that 9th round could really be the seal for Boise State to keep it rolling and win this game, but just like that, with Maryland taking 2 straight, we got ourselves a 1-point game. And, well, Maryland has been no slouch on offense so far. It looks like they're going to lean towards C, maybe play a couple picks, but that orb's going to be captured. That's 1 more point. Now only 1 more for Yex to get that ultimate on Phoenix. And another passive offensive round here.
Yeah, we're going to see Chai is just kind of peeking here, seeing if he can get anything. But I mean, Boise State is kind of all settled around that A opening here. We have Skies with the ultimate just waiting as well. I don't know if I don't think Eldum gets picked out there, so, oh my goodness, we're gonna see Skies with 2, with 3! Holy, Astro's gonna take out Skies, but Eldum takes out Astro in the end. That was a beautiful Jet ultimate.
Wow, you're absolutely right. What a great use of that ultimate. And all of them there for the cleanup duty as well, so 5 kills between the 2 of them. And Boise State, just like that, able to get one back, and now the momentum hopefully stopped from Maryland. That's the hope if you're a fan of Boise State anyways, and see Aldum with his ultimate as well, and just so dangerous. Astro having a great game, but it doesn't seem like it's getting the necessary support. It seems like a lot of scrappy kills for Astro, and Maryland you know, looking for answers here against Boise State, but they're gonna start to lean towards C and B. It's the first time we're seeing this really all game.
Yeah, we saw Skies almost had vision onto somebody, but it just didn't quite work out.
Yeah, Boise State. Whoa, Dusty over the top of that ult again. Able to take down Skies. Eugene there for support as well. Pushing on through as J-Bagging gets one back. Ray Rihanna takes one down too. Make it 2 for her. And now Eugene falls along with Astro in a very quick retake. Very nicely done from Boise State. That was, again, just a complete momentum swing in the middle of that round. Boise State completely takes over.
Look at that RGB gamer knife. I can't help but notice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
I love Valorant's knives. They're just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like CSGO did it great too, but I do like Valorant's.
For sure. We're going to see another timeout here from Maryland. You know, 10-7. Economy is not all that great. You know, if they can somehow manage to take this round, it could be huge. But, you know, this is looking like a likely 11-7 situation. So perhaps they're going to be already discussing the next round anyways.
Absolutely. And I think right now they're just trying to figure out, like, what is our game plan here? Do we force this round, or do we save and then perhaps, like, next round we're better off, you know? Because once you start getting to the 11-12 mark, you know, it's very scary. It's very, you know, if you lose a round, it's pretty much you lose the entire game.
For sure. And you talk about momentum, and perhaps that's what Maryland's trying to stop right now. Obviously in the hands of Boise State. Maryland was able to grab 2, and it seemed like it was going to start going the other way, but just an unfortunate round loss puts them in a really unfortunate situation. And now, you know, they're going to try this mid-hit here and hopefully try to get a pick early on, because, again, First Bloods was their key to success in the first half. Can they start to execute as we get towards the back half of this game?
See Skies with that operator again. The jet operator is always scary. Jack's gonna make a push here into garage. Rihanna trying to see if they can spot anybody out, but not quite finding anyone. Looks like Maryland's gonna rotate out of B area here. Maybe go A by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna go A. Chai actually gonna take out Eldom, which is a huge pick.
You're 100% right. That was a very big kill. Aldum lurking towards C, especially with that bomb in hand. If that goes the other way, that's gonna be bombed down towards C, and everybody basically on Maryland towards A. So big kill for them. Gets the opening pick, and now up top is gonna be Skies with the op. First time we're seeing him with the op in hand, able to tag and complete the kill on the Astro. So now it's a 4v4. Bomb down though. That's gonna back Skies on up, take him out of the equation. But here comes Yex getting too aggressive. The ultimate from KJ coming in, takes down Yex. Oh, sorry. Yex actually able to get out of that. I do apologize. That was ultimate used from Phoenix. And now, Damio on the bomb. Trades going back and forth. Skies able to get one more. Dusty with one more for himself too. Now a 1v3.
Oh, J-Banging manages to take Dusty, but Eugene is still standing here. One of the very scary players on their team. So we'll have to see. Yex manages to take out J-Bagging. Round will go to Maryland.
Yeah, that was a great use of the ultimate there for Yex. Able to get away from that gunfight just in time. And that allowed, again, his teammates to catch up and get in positions to make trades, and that's exactly what happened. Maryland does get one back. Again, somehow, on these eco rounds, we've seen it all day so far, really. Just these teams somehow managing to scrape out wins and get their economy boosted back up, and now, again, we have pretty much a full buy for Maryland.
Yeah, this is a tight game. I mean, every time you think some team is going to pull ahead, the other one is like, wait up for me.
Yep. No, for sure. And here we go with Yex leading the way once again. Sky's just going to try to get a pick and back on up. Nothing going to connect, though. So still remains 5v5. And it's going to be, well, more of a quick A execute here. But you see these two players from Boise State trying to get this pinch. There's going to be one player from Maryland watching it as well.
You should
Going to have a lot of action here in a sec. But Dusty waiting for any sort of information before they push onto the site. Here we go. Guys in good position, but what a great smoke as J-Packing starting to work back towards mid. Bomb's going to get planted here any second as Boise State eyeing a retake as 4 players coming from the spawn.
Yeah, we're going to see everybody kind of rotating back onto A site here. Going to try to get that pinch to happen. I mean, we see Skies get spotted out up top there. And they know they got spotted out as well, so they're going to have to watch every angle behind them as their team is nowhere near. As I say that, Yex is going to take out too. Daimyo takes out Chai. And Daimyo gets taken out by Eugene as well. J-Banging going to take out Eugene. Dusty going to take out Skies. We are at 2v1, and as I say that, Yex gets a 3K by taking out J-Bagging.
Wow, Yex has really shown up the last 2 rounds. 5 kills in the last 2, and that's, again, Maryland still in this game somehow. And it's going to be a timeout now for Boise State. That'll be their first of the game. And, man, what a game it's been. 10-9. Maryland still hanging on somehow.
Yep, they don't want to let go just yet. I mean, they still have a chance at winning this whole thing. Boise State is a little bit closer, but I mean, 2 rounds have gone to Maryland already. So the last 2 rounds have gone to Maryland. So you never know.
Yeah, and you know what? These clutch rounds both teams have shown up when they absolutely needed to win a round. We saw Maryland early on in the first half start to, build a bit of a lead, 3-1 and then 4-2. But Boise State clawed their way back in by winning a huge eco round. And Maryland's been able to do the same here in the second half. They've won 3 out of 4, and 4 out of 5, and they've just looked honestly a little. I can't even say they look better. It's just they've been able to clutch up when they needed to, and now Boise State, who thought they were probably going to run away with this game here in half number 2, have find themselves in a bit of a pickle. Still have the lead, but definitely a little bit more uncomfortable than I'm sure they'd like to be.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely a bit of a difference here in guns. We see a lot of sheriffs and a judge on the side of Boise State. All vandals inside of Maryland, so we'll have to see how this goes here. Yex just waiting with the flash. waiting for the call to be made for that. And we're going to see a lot of Boise State members defending A because they know Maryland loves to go A. So,
Yep. So, again, a slow A execute. This has worked out really well every time Maryland has done this. Playing very passive in their response. So there goes first blood. Now this opens up the map almost completely. You see two players from Boise State actually working their way up. They're trying to be more aggressive with these pistols in hand, able to double peek, but Dusty shuts two of them down, and now it's a 2v5. That opens up the bomb site now officially completely, and Maryland's going to be able to get this bomb down and most likely a round win.
yeah, that was beautiful picks there by Dusty. You see Ray Rihanna does get tapped there for just a little bit of health, but still managing to hide as much as possible, just out of range of the fire. Although, as I say that, Dusty is going to get a 4K this round by taking out Daimyo and Ray Rihanna.
Yep, and just like that, we have ourselves a tie game, 10 apiece. Dusty going off here in the second half. We talked about his importance early in the first half, but my goodness, is he taking over. And already with that ultimate, you got 3 on the side of Maryland. And Daimyo, who struggled a bit later in this game, only has his for Boise State. And wow, it's tied.
Yeah, it's tied up for sure. You know, like right now we're tied for weapons pretty much, for game. So right now it's anybody's game.
Here.
100%, it's dead even at the moment. Here comes Dusty with the entry, but Skies answers in the corner. Didn't check that close left corner. And now Yex gonna get taken out, no, but uses the ult as well, so able to get out with his life, but still J-bagging picks up Eugene, and that's gonna force Maryland to start rotating over. As you see, 4 players kind of stacked up towards the C site, but perhaps a bit of a fake rotate. See what they decide to do. Seems like they're going to start leaning towards B, as Daimyo in a good position to kind of bump over to the B site if needed.
Yex looking for a pick here. Spots someone. Doesn't quite get them. Spots another. Gonna use his util on the ground here. Make sure that... Oh, they're actually gonna wrap around and go A as I say that. Gonna have to kill that turret real quick. Everybody gets stunned. Everybody gets stunned from the side of Maryland. Ray Rihanna almost gets hit there by the swarm grenade, but doesn't manage to. Still, nobody has died yet. It's just kind of back and forth. As I say that, Yex is going to take out Skies through the wall. Astro takes out Aldum. Ray Rihanna with 2. And we're going to see some more trades here by Yex and Daimyo.
Yep, it's going to be Boise State coming out on top of that one. Just a very bizarre round and a little bit too close for comfort for Boise State, but nevertheless, they're now 2 rounds away from taking this game and moving on to bracket play in the top 16. Again, Maryland close again, but still, that Chai had to use his ultimate too, so that's going to be eliminated for this round. But we know how dangerous Dusty can be with the Jet ult too. Those daggers doing damage. But Sky's on the other side, same ult available and ready to go. Not going to have the weapon to support it, but still, you got to think Boise State's going to want to take advantage of that here.
Does look like we're going to have a bit of a tech pause here. Just going to wait for that real quick. You know, that does happen. You know, sometimes mice or keyboards decide, hey, I'm going to stop working, especially if you have Bluetooth mice or keyboards.
Yeah.
You never know. Sometimes they'll just run out of charge.
You see, this is why you got to use controller. You know, it's no, I'm kidding, but still,
I was
no.
about to say you're gonna make all these Valorant fans very angry.
Oh yes, for sure. But no, either way, we're back into the action. Boise State up 11-10, 2 rounds away from moving on to bracket play. Can Maryland answer here with their 11th round on the board? You know, everything is pointing towards overtime in this game, but still, a couple rounds left to go here in regulation.
I see Eugene and Yex gonna take the charge here, along with Dusty.
Cover going out.
Not quite anything happening yet. They're just kind of sneaking onto site, seeing if they can get any information. They're gonna have the Phoenix wall go up. Daimyo looking to maybe get in there. Just kind of Eldon firing shots in, trying to see if he can hit anything. See Skies with the Jet ultimate come out as well, so might see something from that. Ray Rayana actually gonna take out Dusty there real quick. Ray Rayana gonna pop ult as well. Trying to force everybody off the site. Yek's gonna take out Daimyo. And that's about it that's happening right now. Sky's gonna try to defuse. Eugene takes out 2. Skies is gonna take out Eugene as well. Sky's still trying to defuse, but gets taken out.
Wow, that was just huge kills from Eugene. That won them the round right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like Skies was on bomb. They had 2 players on site set up, ready for that crossfire, but Eugene gets both, and that knocks Skies off the bomb, and puts him in a position that is not really any sort of useful. You see Alden with that ultimate has cooled off in the second half, and I mean, once again, it's a tie game here. Maryland hangs on for a win. I thought, honestly, as soon as Dusty went down, it was doomed, but still, everyone else on Maryland makes up for it. And now we got Boise State with pistols in hand.
This definitely looks like a good round for Maryland. If you're against a team with pistols and stingers, I mean, you do have the upper hand. So Maryland looks like they could win this round very well. And I think Boise State is planning on saving, just that way they can win the next round if they lose.
For sure, and you got to think overtime at this point if you're Boise State. That's pretty much all you can hope for. But again, we've seen on these eco rounds, crazy things have happened. And so you definitely can't count Boise State out at this point. 2 players coming up A ramp. Here comes the execution. Jet dashes in. Dusty goes down. Ray Rihanna with first blood. Chai draws one back though. Yex and Astro answer with 2 more. There goes another. And that's going to leave 1 player remaining for the side of Boise State. That's going to be Damien all alone. And not much to work with here with Spike down. And yeah, it's looking like a Maryland win here.
Whoa, that was, I thought for a second he wasn't going to get Eugene, but he did. In the end, Astro is going to take out Daimyo as well. That leaves Maryland 12-11 to Boise State. This could be the game of the series, or if Boise State wins, we will be going to overtime.
Yep. Well, we're gonna have full buys on both sides, and it looks like Operator was temporarily in play, but not going to be the case now, as Sky's gonna elect to stick with the Vandal and light armor instead. So, well, this could do it, or we'll keep this thing going. Maryland finding themselves in the lead for the first time in what feels like forever. Now have a chance to actually take this series and move on to bracket play. Or will Boise State answer back and force overtime?
Sky's being a little aggressive here. Yex kind of gets caught there in the swarm grenade as well. It's not great for him. Killjoy is going to ultimate as well. So Skies actually gets 2 as I say that. So right now Boise State is in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, but here comes Dusty on the pinch, able to grab 1, finally does, but not able to escape with his life, and that ultimate's still useless. Damio gets 1 back, so now a 2v4 for Maryland. Boise State eye in overtime right now. Yex has to get a kill back here, tags him up, but can't finally finish the kill. That's going to be Astro for the support, but Astro all the way down to pretty much no health. And Maryland still got to get this bomb down, and you see 3 players for Boise State stacked up on top of it. This is going to be extremely difficult for Maryland to answer back.
Absolutely, especially because they're both kind of trapped there on A long, so should be a little bit interesting. It looks like they might be able to get out because Boise State is going to rotate here real quick. I wonder if they're going to play for picks or if they're going to save here. That is the question. I think they're going to play for a pick. And as I say that, Eldam and Daimyo are going to take them out, and that leaves us at a 12-12, which means we're going to overtime.
Switching sides.
Overtime it is. Boise State, again, ripping off an important round. And, wow, yeah. How else could this game have gone if not to overtime? We got ourselves a great match once again, a second match of the day. And winner moves on to bracket play. And we'll find out who that's going to be in just a few seconds here.
Yeah, and in case you're not familiar with Valorant or how overtime works, you have to win by 2. So, just getting the next round isn't going to cut it. You have to get 2 rounds and able to win. Right.
So there it is. 2 straight. It Does not seem likely for either of these teams. We might be casting this match for another 4.5 hours at this rate.
Exactly.
Yeah, these two teams have been so good, so competitive against each other. But we're gonna actually see a C hit. You see Dusty being Skies being super aggressive. J-Bagging able to get one back. Skies gets another. So an advantage for Boise State as they execute towards C. Bomb's gonna get planted here in just a few seconds. But still Yex in a very strong position. Flash gonna go out. Great flash too. Aldum gets one more. Aldum gets a second. And that'll leave Dusty by himself with the op in hand. And well, you gotta think he's just gonna play an exit kill. This is when you want to save, perhaps.
Absolutely. You don't want to leave that op in their hands.
Yeah, well, maybe not. He might decide to go for this, but with the smoke, I mean, yeah, just gonna dash out. This is a little bit of a toy, but Ray Rihanna from the behind gonna be able to take him down too. So either way, it's gonna be a Boise State win, and now one round away once again from moving on to bracket play and the top 16.
Absolutely.
Obviously enough money to still buy up for the side of Maryland, but you still would like to have that op in hand if possible.
Skies is going to use that op again this round. No armor, just op. But it looks like Dusty is not. So we're going to see everybody on the side of Maryland with a Vandal. Should be interesting.
Yeah, so no, yeah, you're right. No op for Dusty. Sky's going to be on it. Looking for any sort of pick. Misses right in between everybody, it seemed like. Molotov going out for Phoenix. More flashes going in, and Sky's just going to back on up, allow these three players to enter the site and play for a retake. But here we go. Damage into Sova. Dusty in a good position under Heaven still. All that utility coming in from the side of Boise State. 4 players towards the A connector. Nothing really happening just yet.
Daimyo is going to take out Yex. Ray Rihanna takes out Chai. Astro and Eugene will take out a few more members of Boise State. However, Dusty got Aldum, which is a huge pick.
Yep, so now Sky's in a 1v2, but Dusty takes care of business, and well, overtime continues, just as we thought, and now Maryland back on the defensive side. It's just wow, what a game this has been, really. And still, even, you know, Boise State, no one really popping off. Aldum obviously leading the way, but still the rest of the squad kind of evened out. Just a great team play right now from Boise State. We're starting to see how good Astro and Dusty is starting to be later in this game. But again, the rest of the squad, no slouches. It's been 2 very, very good team efforts on both sides.
Absolutely. You're going to see Gay Banging be watching C here, actually. Looks like we might see a C push again. Perhaps. We're going to see somebody also peeking around A. It's Ray Rihanna by the looks of it. Oh, we're going to get blinded out here. Astro's going to get, not blinded, sorry, stunned. Oh, Dusty doesn't see Ray Rihanna there. However, Yex does, takes them out.
So that was a good C execute. You saw Astro was a little bit late to the party, rotating over towards C, so that allowed Maryland to push right on through. Oh, sorry, Boise State to push on through and get that bomb down. All of them able to draw another blood. So 4v3 for them. See that player back spawn, all of them just being a nuisance as these players try to wrap through back C long. And you start to see Boise State start to push out, get into a little bit more, you know, ideal positions, let's say, as Astro's going to get stunned and taken down. J-Bagging looking for the second too. Great use of the util there and gets the second. Boise State once again taking the lead, now up 14-13. And very nicely executed offensive round once again.
Yes, this is very close. We're gonna see a timeout in overtime. Interesting. So we have a minute of timeout. I guess we can kind of look back at what we have so far. It's 13-14. Boise State, I do believe, initiated that timeout, so they're looking to win right now. They're trying to figure out what can we do this round to make sure that we solidify that win.
Yep, so it will be a Boise State timeout, like you said. They want to close it out now. I think the longer they play this out, the more trouble they're going to get into, because Maryland always finds a way to get back into it somehow with their scrappy wins. No one really close to an ultimate here. I mean, J-Bagging and Chai are a little bit close, but nothing Nothing too dangerous quite yet. Not really going to happen this round at the very least, anyways, most likely. So that's going to be out of play. You see all 5 Vandals on both sides. Pretty dead even once again. You know, that's been the story of this entire game. Just constant
Here.
constant 50-50 battle. It's never been one team has looked way better than the other, that's for sure.
It's kind of nice to see though as well to kind of get that really close game. Make sure that both teams are almost even. That's how you know the matchmaking is good.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. It's, these two teams deserve to be in the spot after 2 big wins in, the early part of group stage. So an equal opportunity to get out of group stage as well. So we'll see here in round number 28 as Sky's going to draw first blood. Great patience there on the Dusty. That takes him out of the equation. Yex and Dusty go down, probably their 2 best players so far in this game. Now a 5v3. Maryland has their work cut out for them as they try to work back towards A.
Chai looking to make something happen here. Just making sure nobody's hiding on him. Gotta make sure you check both those angles. Gonna bring the drone out. Spots one.
Standing ahead.
Still has sights on another.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
actually, we're gonna see 3 kills out of nowhere for Boise State, and they're gonna win the game just like that.
Wow. Very uneventful final round, I'd say. I mean, based on how that entire game went, I was just Boise State. They got the 2 early picks, and Damien able to clean up the rest. And as we take a look at our scoreboard, Astro and Aldum leading the way with 23 and 24 respectively. Boise State gonna take this game. They're 15-13, double or triple overtime, whatever you want to call it. But very clean game, honestly, from both sides. Not a lot of crucial mistakes, just great execution from both teams. But it's going to be Boise State on top, going to move on to bracket play and make the top 16 here in the CVAL Winter Warmup Tournament. Again, very nicely done from Boise State. But you got to give credit to Maryland on the other side. They come out as the losers in this one, but still, very great effort and nothing really to be ashamed of there.
Absolutely. I mean, we're seeing the top 3 are all in the 20s for kills. So, I mean, that was a great game all around. I do believe. Yeah, our next games will be actually I'm not sure what will be up next, but we can have confirmation on that shortly. We're gonna have Ottawa versus U Waterloo. So that should be an interesting match, and that is a losers final, I do believe. So we'll have to see how that goes. Right now, Saints Gold UCR Blue and UMD Premier are going to be playing by the looks of it. And Boise State wins against UMD Premier. So
Yep. So it's actually St. Clair Saints Gold gonna drop 13-2. So that'll knock them out of the tournament. UCR Blue gonna be moving on to the group stage. And so sorry, UCR Blue. Apologize. UCR Blue will be playing UMD, like you said, Amanda, and that'll be the battle for the final spot in the groups in the elimination bracket. But St. Clair Saints Gold going to be eliminated from the tournament. On the other side, it's going to be Indiana losing to St. Clair Saints Green. So St. Clair's Green will be moving on to elimination play, while UCF will take on Indiana for the final spot in Group G. Quick little updates across the board. It seems that Carleton will be moving on to bracket play from Group F, with Northeastern and San Jose State going to be competing for the final spot there. Moving back towards Group E. Let's see. It's going to be FIU moving on to bracket play, and Georgia Tech and CSUN going to be playing for the final spot there. As we look over, let's take a peek over at U Waterloo and U Ottawa just to check how their bracket has gone so far. So that'll be the final match. Like Amanda mentioned, U Ottawa against U Waterloo. Ottawa was taken down 13-8, and U Waterloo was able to take Ole Miss by a score of 13-0. So that'll be an interesting game coming up soon. There's Dusty. Got that Marshall in hand, able to tag one and complete the kill. Gets the second two. Good shots.
Does get a little bit of info on Eldon being back there. Time is ticking though, so Daimyo gets one, and he gets another.
Oh.
So that's a 3K for Daimyo this round.
Wow, good shots from him. 14 health remaining over towards A, perhaps expecting a longer execute over towards T and B, but there's Dusty with the ultimate, able to get two down, so it's again Jet on Jet, but Dusty gets the better of them. And now a 4v3 for Maryland as J-Bagging able to get one back. Yex draws a kill again, his first in 3 rounds. And over the top, Dusty able to get another. J-Bagging looking for any sort of answer, but not gonna happen, and my goodness. Yex. Been a little quiet in this recent few rounds, but oh, there goes the stun, the ultimate, and now that's gonna push Maryland all the way back. Mariana. This one a little bit slow. Here comes the entry. There's Chai with one, with two. Eugene gets one back now with 3v2. One more player spotted towards A ramp. Aldum gets one. He gets a second two. Now it's a 1v2 again for Dusty. Switches off of the op now into the Vandal, but not enough time to work with.
It's kind of gonna be off cooldown now though, so they should be good. Eldon actually gonna take out Yex, gonna take out Eugene as well. Astro takes out J-Bagging, but Skies.
Eugene tags one up, not able to complete the kill. Skies gets one back though, so now a 3v3. Eldon going the way of Maryland, but a nice couple kills there. Aldum by himself been so good so far in this game, able to grab one, looking for that second player. Astro just shoulder peeking on the defuse. Is it going to be in time? Astro peeking out now, but Aldum able to get the kill. Time dwindling down, but able to get the defuse, and Aldum pops off again.
Maryland's already set up right now. They're holding these angles. They're in a really great spot.
Yeah, but here comes Aldum though. We know how good he's been all game. The push comes in. Damio draws first. Eugene gets one back though, but Rayrayana from the outside with the pistol grabs one back. Now a 3v3. Maryland still with a great setup here towards C-Long. Astro gets one, Yex gets one back, and on bomb Chai takes down Aldum. And Maryland now within 1 round.
Here we have Skies with the ultimate just waiting as well. I don't know if Eldon, I don't think Eldon gets picked out there, so oh my goodness, we're gonna see Skies with 2, with 3. Holy, Astro's gonna take out Skies, but Eldon takes out Astro in the end. That was beautiful Jet ultimate. Guys through the wall. Astro takes out Eldon, Rayrayana with 2, and we're gonna see some more trades here by Yex and Daimyo.
Yep, it's gonna be Boise State coming out on top of that one. Just a very bizarre round, and
Rayrayana gonna pop ult as well. Try to force everybody off the site. Yex gonna take out Daimyo. That's about it that's happening right now. Skies is gonna try to defuse. Eugene takes out 2. Skies is gonna take out Eugene as well. Skies still trying to defuse, but gets taken out.
wow. That was, but we're gonna actually see a C hit, and you see Dusty being Skies being super aggressive. J-Bagging able to get one back. Skies gets another. So, an advantage for Boise State as they execute towards C. Bomb's gonna get planted here in just a few seconds. But still, Yex in a very strong position. Flash gonna go out. Great flash too. Aldum gets one more. Aldum gets a second, and that'll leave Dusty by him.
Spots 1. Still has sights on another. Oh, actually, we're gonna see 3 kills out of nowhere for Boise State, and they're gonna win the game just like that.